जुरासिक पार्क 3 जैसे मत होने दो ना। One of the problems of traveling solo is that you ask for food, they're like, how many people? I'm like, one. So they're like, no, aage jao. Literally 2 people said aage jao. So I am at Diveagar right now, Diveagar Beach. I decided within like 5 minutes and just sat in my car and came. And this is the way to the beach actually. It is pitch dark, so I'm not going to be going there. But I have to go through another pitch dark road towards my hotel. So that is going to be a little challenging and a lot of fun. I had my dinner as well. It's 8 p.m. and I'm glad that I got something to eat first of all. So let me now walk down this extremely dark path. It's a very long road. भगवान का नाम लो और चलो. Ooh, I finally made it all the way from there. That light is not even visible. Yeah, so this is the other entrance to the beach. I walked all the way from. It's very, very dark and quiet. All that I can hear is the sea. Time to go to sleep. It's just 9 p.m. but I'm pretty tired. I left Pune at around 1:45 and reached here at around 6:15. I think it took me roughly 4 hours with 2 small breaks in between. But it was nice. It was a fun. The road is amazing. Oh my god. In 2018 it was under construction. It was in a very bad shape, but today it is full concrete road from my house to this place. Just amazing road. I was just absolutely thrilled and it was unexpected, so surprised very, very happily. So it's time to sleep now. By the way, this is the same place in Diveagar where we stayed in 2018 during TikTok, and this room is right next to the room where we stayed, and the balcony there is where I made a couple of TikTok videos which I'll show you in the morning. So good night. Good morning. It's time to go to the beach. This is where I'm staying. I'll show that later. It's the same place where I stayed at in 2018 with a donkey. And it's not very far from the beach, so that is the reason why I chose to stay here again. It feels so fresh. Oh my god. Wow. It's 7 a.m. and I can already see people at the beach. Wow, here we are. So yesterday I walked at least 700 to 800 meters from there in pitch dark, and my little guest house is there. I remember how we used to be able to take our cars right up to the beach here, but of course that is not safe, so that is no longer allowed. I was so dying to be here. Yay! So I didn't come here for a change of mind. I came here as a zid. I wanted to be here because I asked a couple of people whether they can join, but they could not. So I was like, I can't wait. I can't keep waiting forever. ऐसे ही मैं अगर बाहर खाना खाने के लिए, पानी पूरी के लिए, केक खाने के लिए, पिक्चरें देखने के लिए अगर वेट करता बॉयफ्रेंड के लिए, तो 10 साल मेरे वेस्ट हो जाते लाइफ के. एज आई रियलाइज नाउ 30 to 40 I have enjoyed this decade so much on my own that I feel truly proud of myself. I wanted to click a selfie though. Where do I do that now? I'm not particularly fond of getting into the water. Coming to the beach is all that matters to me. So coming to this beach, this is probably one of the closest beaches to Pune, and it was very easy for me, especially because the road was very beautiful. And at first I was intimidated as to whether I should be coming or not. I decided to go until the Tamhini Ghat and then I decided to then decide whether to proceed ahead or not. But then it was so easy and effortless pretty much that I decided to reach a good decision. वहाँ कुछ अंकल्स मस्ती कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे को गिरा रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के शर्ट में कीचड़ डाल रहे हैं. एंड आई वॉज जस्ट अबाउट टू लाफ, बट देन आई रियलाइज कि वो मेरी उम्र के अंकल हैं. Let me show you the place where I'm staying. It's called Patil Guesthouse, and this is the third time I'm saying that we stayed here in 2018. It is close to the beach, hardly 100 meters I think, and it's a nice clean place.
तुमच्याकडे ना चावी आपली.
This is my Sparky. I remember this red colored wall. I clicked a couple of photos here. This is the view from the top. And this is my room. Let me show you the balcony where I had done a couple of TikToks as well. So I had my bath. I didn't have to show you that, isn't it? I have done that a couple of times, but then I don't have to keep doing it always, isn't it? I did it because I wanted to do it during my last few videos. So I had my nice fresh bath. I'm going to be wearing the same clothes. And I think it is fine to travel alone, much better in fact than traveling with the wrong people, isn't it? What is wrong? Some people will be like, define wrong. Wrong means that which is not a match to you. That is wrong for you, isn't it? So traveling alone is always much better than traveling with the wrong people. I have done that a lot in my life. I've spent most of my life traveling with the wrong people. So sometimes it is nice to be with yourself and stay connected with yourself. That is the that is like the root or the seed of everything that you get in your life. So now it's time to look for an ATM and eat. Yeah, I changed my vest. I wore a t-shirt. So this is one lane that you can come from, and then this is the way to the beach, and then that joins to another lane which is in parallel to this one, so you can enter from any side. I entered from the other lane and then found this because I already knew this. So now it's time to find something to eat. So the very first time I came to Diveagar with my college mates back in 2003, we had come on bikes, two of their bikes, and it was a very long. We actually also went to Raigad, I think, if I'm not wrong. We had a lot of energy. I can't imagine doing that now because even if it is just 160 kilometers, I don't think I'll be able to do that on a bike, two-wheeler. Not possible now. After that, we I think office colleagues had come in 2008 or so. That was the second time. The third time I came with my mother and uncle, and then in 2018 with a donkey, like I said. But we made a lot of TikTok videos and it was so much fun. And now, so I think this is my fifth time here, and it is still the same, simple, quiet, calm, very nice. It just feels very nice. Walking is my favorite activity, so I'm not scared of 950 meters. So this is the main road that is parallel to the shoreline, and the roads that go inside towards the guest houses and hotels are perpendicular to this road. I could have come in my car, but I thought of walking. Whenever I come to these trips, of course, even when I'm home as well, I often think about the amount of options and the amount of entertainment that is being, fed to us. We are exposed to so much entertainment and so many options for entertainment that we are spoiled for choices, isn't it? But the people here, when I see them, they have been living here for years and years and decades. They have grown old, and this life is their entertainment. And that is how it was for us as well during our childhood, isn't it? We didn't have too many options. The more options we get, the more we tend to use those options and make the best of them. And up to a point, that's fine, but then beyond the point, that really begins to damage you. So I finally found my ATM and a cat that seems to be guarding it. So I had heavy breakfast right now with a very nice tea, and I'm full now and happy. So this is the very popular Suvarna Ganesh Mandir. There is this ATM right here, and I had breakfast here. After the breakfast, he actually reminded me of tea, so that was sweet and much needed. There are plenty of places to stay here, and I'm sure that these places that are a little far from the beach would be much cheaper, but because my main attraction was the beach itself, so that is why I decided to stay near the beach, close to the beach. By the way, I'm staying here for 2 nights because it is not possible that I just come here. And I've been here for on a single day trip as well. We came in the morning and went back in the evening, but not something that I can do. And as far as the beach is concerned, I have to visit the beach, on at least 2 mornings. So I had to stay here for 2 nights. So I'll be checking out tomorrow and not today. I think to be able to walk also through these roads and through all of this greenery amongst all of these trees is a blessing, no less than a blessing. So I came from this side. I'll be going towards this direction. That was cute. Whatever it was. This was the landmark that I remembered actually. This was a haunted house almost the last time we came here. And that haunted house was a haunted house for years. I think at least since 2006 or 7 that house or whatever it was completely unused, bad shape, ghost house. But I think this is the first time that they have started doing something. So 2018च्या नंतर मी इथं परत आलो आहे आणि हा आहे प्रवीण. ओके, लास्ट टाइम पण भेटला होता आम्हाला आणि त्यांनी खूप हेल्प केली होती आणि लकीली काल पण भेटला अचानक, त्यांनी पण हेल्प केली. कधीपासून आहेस इकडे?
मला आता ते 12-13 वर्ष झाली. हां, 12-13 वर्ष होणार.
अच्छा.
हां, आता म्हणजे माझ्यासाठी लोक म्हणजे पाटली गेस्ट हाऊस म्हटलं ना का भरपूर लोक पण येतात हौशीने. फॅमिली वगैरे जास्त येतात, लेडीज लोक पण जास्त येतात. कारण तिथला लोकेशन वगैरे म्हणजे आणि समुद्र वगैरे पण जवळच आहे, 1 मिनिटावर म्हणजे जवळच आहे. छान बघण्यासाठी.
माझ्याकडे नंबर पण होता त्याचा आणि पण मला माहिती नव्हतं की नंबर चालू आहे का नाही, पण तरी लकीली तोच नंबर चालू होता. सो थँक्यू प्रवीण. नेक्स्ट टाइम आता परत मी सेव्ह करून आधी कॉल करीन यायच्या आधी, म्हणजे रूम ठेवेल तो माझ्यासाठी रिझर्व. आज लकीली मिळाली, काल नाहीतर नसती मिळाली. एकच होती अवेलेबल ना. So I had a good nap. It was a short and sweet nap. And now I am off to the beach and I'll be going for lunch as well. In 2018, this is the exact place where I had recorded a TikTok video. कह दो एक बार सजना, इतना क्यों प्यार सजना. The sun is up completely 90 degrees, but it would be nice to see how the beach looks in the afternoon as well. I tend to wonder at times as to what have I done in my life to be coming to these places all alone. What is the sin that I have committed? But then I quickly realize also that I don't have bad habits. I don't drink. So I do not have 4-5 friends to go to Tamhini Ghat and make a circle and drink. So lack of bad habits is the reason why I have to travel solo, and that is the reason why I'm fine with that. Even if I had a smoker buddy, we would have gone to a tapri downstairs and smoked together. But I do not have bad habits, so that is a good thing. That is what makes me proud of myself. Let me show you how much I walked yesterday. Okay. Do you see a little stall there, food stall? From the other side there's a road. So I walked all the way until the other stalls that you may probably not be able to see. So that stretch, I think it must be at least a kilometer. So one of the best things about the food here at Diveagar is that they prepare it fresh after you place the order. It is not already pre-made or pre-cooked. One of the problems of traveling solo is that you ask for food because it is made to order. So they're like, how many people? I'm like, one. So they're like, no, aage jao. Literally 2 people said aage jao. So this is the first time in my life that I'm trying soul curry. मला एक चमचा द्या. Not bad. So basically, even though every place where they provide food is called Khanawal, they were rejecting me because I was a solo person. They cannot make a whole plate for a single person. But this is one place. This is the main road, parallel to the beach, to the shoreline. So this is one place where I got a thali, a solo thali. This is like a hotel. I was glad, fortunate, thank God. And for the first time I tasted soul curry as well and liked it. Like 7 out of 10 maybe for me. I don't remember the last time I saw a haud. What I think is that, even if they can't make a whole thali for a single person, if my mother were in that place, she would have at least asked, instead of a whole thali for a single person, I can make just chapati and sabzi. It's business, right? So they could have been a little more intelligent maybe. Instead of me begging for just chapati and sabzis or food, they can have that option from their side because they are the makers, isn't it? So anyway, since I'm walking, let's go to this mandir. There was a turtle there somewhere. It just went away. Let's sit here for a minute. There are supposed to be ghosts on this tree, right? There were too many men sitting here. That's why I avoided going inside. But now I can. You never revolve fully around a shivling. That is why those the floor is burning. I've stopped now, There was a time when I used to go to every single temple and ask for what. I've stopped now. I've not given up, okay? I've just stopped asking. Just like Thailand, I have been walking like crazy here. The plan is to go to the beach for a few minutes maybe because it's very hot, and then my guest house is more than a kilometer, so I'll be walking. Ever since I've heard Kavita Krishnamurti singing Aankhon Ki Gustakiyan in that reality singing show, that song has been playing in my mind over and over again, and I have been listening to it several times. I think that is the song that might get associated with this trip. It's a very beautiful song. I never really listened to it very closely as much as I did in this week. I was like, should I take off my shirt or not? But this is a beach, you are supposed to be naked. Let me dare to go into the water. I don't like this, but still. So right now I came walking all the way from those stalls because that's where the mandir was. This is the entrance where I asked for food and didn't get it, and that khanawal was in this lane itself. And yesterday I walked after dinner all the way from here up till there are stalls there, at least a kilometer away, but there's a road on the opposite side of these trees, so that's where I walked all the way. Gola is not good for my gala, but I still want to have it because I have not had it for like 10 years or something, so it would be good to try, although I don't think there's a gole wala up ahead. Everything that hygiene is not is being consumed here. One of my oldest dreams has come true. I had got this mat from I don't know where, and it was lying in my car for years and years and years, and it had become a dream to bring that mat to a beach and sit on it. And finally today, after waiting and waiting and waiting, that dream finally came true. So now I'll be sitting on that mat and enjoying the sunset. This is my dinner. So I had 2 missiles for dinner. That was good. A decision. Back to my room. It's a nice, cute and a very clean room. Even the bathroom is neat and tidy. I'm loving it. Good morning. This is my second morning at the beach, and I'm now walking towards the beach. One of the biggest benefits of staying close to the beach is that you don't have to walk too much. Otherwise, one has to come all the way from that main road up to the beach walking and then go back. This was actually my 41st birthday month, on behalf of which I decided to do something that I had never done before, that is go to a beach alone. It wasn't a plan to come alone as such, but it just so happened, and I'm so glad that I actually got out of the house, packed my bag within 5 minutes, and finally made it here. The road was good, everything was very nice. I would rate this trip an 8 out of 10, -1 because I was alone, and minus another one because you need to search for food a little bit. That was the only little hassle, but I think otherwise everything else was very smooth, and I'm so glad that I actually made it. नाही टिकले तर बस 2-3 वाजेपर्यंत.
हा
बाकी
ठीक आहे, असे जरा मोकळेच ठेवा तुम्ही,
अच्छा.
म्हणजे आतमध्ये
हां.
राहतील.
आणि मग बॉक्समध्ये काय म्हणलात मग पॅक
मग मी
करायचं?
काय बोलली, जर भेटला ना बॉक्स
हा.
तर पान टाकून मग त्याच्यात भरून पॅक करून ठेवा.
अच्छा, तसं पॅक करून घ्यायचं. अच्छा,
आता कसं गरम आहेत ना जरा
हां
गार
हां
होते.
बरं. Just had my bath. Now it's time to check out. After some time, I'll be having my breakfast before that. On this very same balcony in 2018, I had made a TikTok video. Kya karte the saajna? People had trolled me so much. Oh my god. Because in 2018, my videos had gone pretty viral on TikTok because there were no other Bollywood celebrities on it. So people were like, why is this guy being made popular? And I was like, you all will never understand that. So came back to the temple, joined my hands in front of Lord Ganesha. This is the ATM, the closest one from the beach in Diveagar, and this is the restaurant. I'm visiting it for the 3rd time. It's good. So I'll be eating and then heading back home. ओळख देणार ना मला, नाहीतर म्हणशील कोण. हे टॅटू लक्षात ठेवायचं. So this is the bypass, a narrow bypass from the main road that goes towards Diveagar, and this is a very nice spot actually. I have been seeing it each time that I come here. These are like some of the landmarks or places that you remember. Isn't this one of those places where you would like to dance on Ab Aan Milo Sajna, Aan Milo Sajna? I may end up in having quite a few stops or halts on the way, so let me not waste too much time. Rumble strips. I have a packet of biscuits which I can try giving them as long as they don't get aggressive with me. I mean, कुछ अच्छा करने जाओ और वो मुझे ही अटैक करेंगे. All of them are staring at me like as if I'm an alien. I am. Should I give them or not? I'm scared now. Let's try. Biscuit कोणाला पाहिजे? बिस्किट कोणाला पाहिजे? ठीक आहे. घे. They are not doing anything. So sweet. अरे बाबा मी आत्ताच मगाशीच दिलं त्याला. You have to be scared of me. घे बा. What a catch. This looks like that Jurassic Park 3 जैसे मत होने दो ना. Last. Finished. Now that was the highlight of this trip. Feeding biscuits to monkeys. I didn't eat even one. Oh my god. So Tamhini Ghat's monkeys are not dangerous. That's the conclusion. But I'm quite bold, I must say. I was completely alone and I halted my car and gave them biscuits. They were enjoying it. So was I. But there are some things that you should not do when you are alone. But I'm Sagar Sonkar. Who am I? Sagar Sonkar. So after feeding biscuits to monkeys, this is probably the highest point of Tamhini Ghat, where I thought of halting. The view is so stunning. Stunning is the word for that. I hope maybe next time I can come on my Honda Grazia. That would be even more fun. My voice is echoing here. Or is it reverberating? Not echoing. Reverberating, not echoing. My voice is dashing against hitting the walls and returning. Wow. So this is my very last halt while I go back home. The view is so magnificent that I had to stop. It won't even fit in the camera. That's how magnificent and gorgeous it is. This is still the Tamhini Ghat, and oh my god, stunning views. Actually, how beautiful the view looks while driving is, you cannot capture that beauty in the camera at all. Gadgets are very, very limited. So this is where I came from, and that is where I'll be going. Just too beautiful to miss.